Now here is the table I'm shooting from. You can see I got the suppressor here and got the 22 that I'm going to dial in that scope a little more. And all the way up there in the woods is the steel target there on the left and a couple paper targets on the right. Let's shoot. Now these are supersonic 147s. Freedom munitions, of course. Welcome back to the channel this morning here. Well, what else would Tennessee Matt do the day after his birthday, when I had to work on my birthday, my 30th birthday, but come to the range? Now I've got this rifle here zeroed at about 15 yards because it is my main home defense setup with the suppressor on it. So that is where I want my zero, because if I ever needed to really use it, that's where point of aim, point of impact is. But I like to know here at this 100-yard setup where I would be hitting there. So I've got the steel, about a half-size torso set up in the woods here. It's 100 yards away, and see what kind of accuracy we can get out of this gun. I'm shooting 147 grain 300 Blackout from Freedom Munitions, suppressed, so you still get that supersonic crackdown range, but the blast is nothing. So I've been shooting a little bit here and figured out where to hold, and it's really not that far off from zero. And with the suppressor on it, you should be able to hear when I hit the steel up here in the woods. It's a pretty good ring. Now, I don't have a spotting scope with me today, but I'm holding at the bottom, like where the belt buckle would be on the torso, and getting solid hits every time. When I tried to hold center mass, it went just over the head of the torso. So I think I'm getting right about where I would want to hit. And you can tell even at this 100-yard distance, when Junk Food Zombie and I chronograph these rounds here, the 147s, they're moving approximately 1,500 feet per second. Not too bad for a big 30 caliber round out of a 8.5-inch barrel. But that does go to show one reason why I like the 300 Blackout platform so much. It's very versatile. It's great for CQB type of stuff if you're into the tactical thing, but it's also good for longer distances. This is one gun right here that I would not hesitate one bit to use to defend my life should I need it. And this Vortex Spark 2 here is doing pretty good as well. And now we're going to load up a few subs and see where they are impacting. See if we get that big of a difference. These are the 200 grain S&B subsonic rounds. These chronographed at about 960. Shooting suppressed with no ears on, they are a little bit louder than the 208 grain AMAX rounds I have from Freedom Munitions, but they're still hearing safe. I love when I've been shooting this gun, chamber around, blow smoke rings out the end of the suppressor. So let's see where these are hitting. First, I'm just going to hold the zero where I have been, at the belt buckle. If we don't get a hit there, we'll move. Still get a hit, and much quieter. I'll take the ears off, since these are subsonic. See what we get from here. With these, I do still get a little bit of crack just from the way an AR works with the gas coming back here. You do get that rapid expansion of gas back here. But it's not too bad. Nothing I would want to do all day. But man, that steel is loud from this distance with no ears. Let's try one more. There we go. That is a sweet sound right there. And I can tell a little bit of a time difference from when these hit the steel from ignition to impact than I can with the 147s. And whenever Freedom Munitions finally gets some 220 grain hollow point boat tails in, I'm anxious to try those out because I imagine they'll be even quieter out of this gun, because the 208 grain are quieter than these 200 grains. So the 220s, have to be a little quieter than that. Now we're going to try a few through the suppressed 300 Blackout here, the 147s, see what we can do target wise here. Not super hopeful of actually hitting it because I can't really see it because the sun is like right there. It's the only bad thing about shooting here, and one of the reasons I don't shoot here a whole lot, because I like to get here early, and to effectively shoot here you have to do it on a cloudy day, which it's kind of sort of cloudy, or you have to come here late in the day when the sun's over here. So it's kind of peeking behind the clouds for just a second. Let's see what we can do here. Two hits on target standing, not bad. Now we are just using a simple red dot, and I do credit a lot of the accuracy to this trigger right here. CMC flat face trigger. I love these. I run these in all of my ARs. Probably never run anything else in my AR. And I would be anxious to try one of their AK triggers, but those are very expensive, and I don't know if they'll fit the M92 PAP. But it's 3.5 pounds because it's the flat faced. I put my finger down here on that little hook, get the same shot every time. Missed. Missed again. Sun's coming back out. At least that sounds good anyways. Now I know I've mentioned it in some of the videos before, but it's been a little while. But if any of you are wondering, this single point sling here I'm running is an SOE gear sling. It's not the cheapest single point sling in the world, but it's probably one of the best. There are some controversies surrounding John Willis, the guy that owns SOE, but he's a great dude. They're made right here in Tennessee, and great customer service. When they sent this to me, it was supposed to have a little HK style clip here, but it didn't. It had like a clip you would run on your belt to hang your keys on with a little Velcro thing. So I sent them an email, and they sent me this back and another key clip. So I got two of those and this, and they sent it back really quick. Man, you can really hear these subs hitting the dirt hard.